The other day we had a few reactions about the D23 trailers. You can find that in our podcast or on Unity's channel. Links in the description down below. There's one trailer that we didn't get to watch, which was Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars show on its way. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna just react to that.
Yeah, let's try. That'll be fun.
Tomorrow's test.
So the little bit of information that we do have is that it stars Jude Law. John Watts is in charge. The pitch from the beginning was that it's like Star Wars meets the Goonies.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
yeah,
heard.
and this is also set post Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It's
Will set the course of your entire future.
from the creators John Watts and Christopher
And
Ford.
Christopher thoughts. Okay.
Uh, one of my first comment was like this background seems kind of too earthy.
Tomorrow's test.
it looks a bit too modern. There's
Yeah, it looks too much like on Earth. Yeah,
yeah, on the right you see houses that you see on the streets.
yeah, and
Uh,
then this kind of looks like asphalt,
hmm.
regular roads. Yeah, that was just my main comment. But
Will set the course of your entire future.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what?
and the producers John Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'm not excited for seeing these two names.
I mean, they're like in charge now.
Yeah, I mean, I know John Watts. I have worked with John Favreau before in No Way Home and Far From Home and actually Homecoming.
Yeah,
So yeah, it makes sense that they will bring John Watts here.
hmm
What if we could go anywhere we want in the whole galaxy? A real adventure. No more pretend. I found something buried in the woods.
that's Kira Ryan Armstrong.
Yeah, so
Yeah, she's like the best young actress right now. I would say in terms of child actors.
yeah, to be honest, there's not a lot of child actors you recognize here.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them we know are like adults now. Time flies.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think it is? I think it's a lost Jedi temple.
Interesting. So the kids are going off on an adventure.
Yeah, there's
Feels like the days are kind of gone. Let's go and explore.
yeah, it's
Find
like
an old Jedi temple.
they try to do a bit more bit of Stranger Things and ET. It's like those I know
Yeah,
Stranger Things is not
yeah.
it's not an
Stranger Things
80s show.
has influence from the Goonies, but yeah.
Yeah, those child adventure shows
hmm
set in the 80s, something like those. Uh, I just, here's the thing. I think there's a few pathways and forests. We've seen that in Star Wars in like a Solo. In the beginning of Solo, we've seen those. But yeah, it is a bit modern.
Yeah, yeah. I guess one of my comments so far is like I appreciate the simplicity so far. Because after all these like Star Wars things lately, especially with like a lot of it using like returning properties, like new like returning characters that we've seen before in either different eras of Star Wars or different facets of Star Wars, like from animation to live action, things like that. Here, everything seems pretty simple. It seems pretty detached to everything. So I can at least appreciate that aspect where, it seems pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah.
Star Wars kind of needs it at this point, I would say.
Hmm. I mean, the pitch is better than Frozen meets Kill Bill. That's a take.
Yeah, the acolyte.
Be careful where you step.
No,
Just
yeah,
for copyright stuff, yeah.
yeah, a bit too bombastic now,
I
which
mean,
is
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. At the same time, it's like, I just got tired when they just show a lot of explosions nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just for marketing purposes. Uh, this
How did?
December. Oh, so it's
Oh,
this year.
yeah. Wait, how did they fly a spaceship? Because in spaceship in Star Wars, you can't just fly if you don't have a. If you can't fly, if you don't have a droid, at least you need a droid.
I can't tell who's in these seats or anything, so it could very well be an adult somewhere. Because we know Jude Law is in the show.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but they have to explain this instead of just like, oh, accidentally press a button and it activate a ship that can drive itself.
I'll give it
Oh,
the benefit of the doubt for right now.
of
We're lost. Really lost.
Tis dangerous out there in space.
Okay, so
I think a
I
bit
get,
too
I
much
get,
for.
I
Yeah.
guess it is just going to another ship. I mean, then again, there have been like kids who can fly ships, so it's not that impossible. I just need to know. I
I
need to know the
mean,
characterizations of each character first.
the only one who can do so is Anakin, and even everyone just complains about that in the first episode.
I'll have to wait and see.
And it's at the same time, if you want to picture like, oh, I want it to be like Goonies and ET, I was like, holy shit, that's way. I was I need to understand how could they survive all those environments. Because we see there's no Jedi here so far.
From what I understand, these are younglings, right?
Not even that. I'm not sure because they didn't say it's younglings. They could just be normal kids. Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
It doesn't say online either.
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, just the names. They just been lost in the galaxy, finding a way back to home. Okay, that's a take.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really offended by anything right now.
No, it's like I think the premise is a bit like the movie by Steven Spielberg. What's it called again? Like AI. Oh yeah, AI. The movie about it's like okay, a kid lost in the woods find his way back home and he meets Jude Law for help. It's also directed by the guy who made E.T. So
Mhm.
there's a few of that. Of course, the difference is the main character of AI is literally a robot. So that's a bit of a difference. And trust me, that movie is quite weird. I'm not a spoiler.
Yeah.
Trust no one.
Oh, it seems like they have a droid as well.
Yeah, I think that's better.
So that's probably what drove the ship. But we'll see. Just copyright.
Yeah, to be honest,
Yeah.
yeah, this is I don't know if this is supposed to be a laughter because this is basically symbolism for the entire Lucasfilm Star Wars now.
Yeah. I'll just like finish this part and then we can kind of go back to it.
Oh, Force user.
You're a
Force.
Jedi.
Now I see Drew Law's face and I can't stop thinking about Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from what I understand, there was like a bit of a discussion that he's not really a Jedi. He's just like kind of tuned with it, from what I understand.
And
Like he's not. I
a
think that's what I
Force
heard Jude Law
user.
talk about it. He's just not really like a traditional Jedi in that sense.
No,
Like
he's a
with a wielding lightsaber or something like that. He's not like that.
yeah, I looked it up. He said he's a Force user. He didn't say he's a Jedi.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure because I was going off a description at the time before I started reacting to this trailer. So I thought it was like I don't know if it meant like Donnie Yen in that was Donnie Yen,
Rogue
right?
One.
In Rogue One. Yeah. I wasn't sure
No,
if it was like that or if it was like
no. In Rogue One, he can't even use the Force to use telekinesis.
yeah, he's just in tune with the Force that he can have an
Sense stuff.
understanding of his around him with the Force.
Basically, just like Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I by the way, do you know the droid on the ship?
Mm-hmm.
He's played by Nick Frost.
Nick Frost.
From like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End.
Right. Interesting. Uh, usually does some funny stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Remember they got a droid, Matt Berry, to play a droid in Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
they give him nothing. Or do you guys remember David Tennant in Ahsoka?
yeah. That's an interesting cast.
Yeah, I mean it's less fake than Acolyte.
Yeah, I feel like I got something out of this trailer, like in terms of a general idea. I mean, obviously, with a premise like this and Goonies in general, Stranger Things, like stuff like that. Obviously, a lot of the reliance is going to be on kid actors for the most part. So it really will go on their shoulders in terms of like how they convey the story and all that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's good.
Yeah, hopefully because I will predict this because I've seen like AI, ET, and other stories. Usually the Jude Law character will only appear like halfway through the story or end of the first act. Like here's the thing in AI, Jude Law only appears like when a bit of a spoiler. When he's in the forest and after the main character got abandoned.
Mhm.
Yeah, so usually it's like Jude Law, the Force user character only appear like after 3 or 4 episodes. That's what I assume.
Yeah. And then it looks like they do have a droid at the very least, so they would have some adult-ish kind of companion. If I would say at the very least, it seems like they do. It is one of your typical like they stumble onto something and that creates the adventure. But you got to have contrivances here and there for a story to exist. So it
I
is what it
mean,
is.
to be fair, I don't mind if the contrivance is at the beginning, but because that's just the start of a story. Because
Yeah. Because
I
I
mean,
feel like for what we've seen, feels like a beginning, right?
yeah, of course, I think there are several shots that are definitely in the middle. It's like here's a frozen planet, here's a droid factory, here's another fire planet. I was like, okay, that has to be in future episodes.
Yeah. I hope so at the very least.
Yeah, if episode 1 or 2 just takes place on in this planet, so we can understand them instead of rushing them away. It's like I would like that.
Let me just check if there's anything else. December 3rd.
Okay, that's I guess that's something else.
Just the logo. Okay. I was wondering, was this teacher?
Of your entire future.
Is this Carrie Condon?
Maybe I if
I
it is, she changed her hair. Actually,
I
Carrie
think
Con
she.
doesn't have a name here.
Yeah, she doesn't have a name in the cast list, but I think that is her.
Yeah, I mean that's a That's a uniform in fuck. I mean that's a Republic uniform.
Yeah, yeah.
If you've seen the Mon Mothma wear that in Ahsoka.
And Andor, I believe.
No, I don't think so because that's during the galactic rule. So
Mm.
she could not wear something like this.
Interesting, interesting. Uh, yeah, Carrie Condon is the only option on the list, but that's all right. Um, yeah, I I
Oh
am.
right. Fuck. Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
there's a cat. Oh yeah, do you there's another actor I realized.
Go ahead.
He's Tundi. I don't know. I could fuck up the name. Tundi at the Pimp.
Oh,
Tundi.
the musician.
Yeah.
Tunde Adebimpe.
Yeah. That's
I'm not sure. I didn't know if I saw him in the trailer.
yeah. That's an he's
He was in
yeah
Homecoming.
yeah.
Mr.
I,
Caldwell.
hmm, to be honest, I don't even remember that character. Oh shit, he's in Marriage Story. That's a good movie.
He's in the new Twisters movie as well.
Mm, is that all the cast members so far? Oh shit! Oh, there's another actor.
Mhm.
Do you know Steve Urkel?
Yeah.
He's in this movie. He's in this show.
Steve Urkel. Interesting.
Yeah, Jolly White.
Yeah, yeah. He's funny. Yeah, so I going off of what Jude Law said, um, in terms of his character, he described it as like so his name is Jodna Nawud. He describes the character as a quick thinker who uses his charm to get out of different scenarios. Um, not your traditional Jedi or anything like that. These days, the problem is like I don't really know what traditional Jedi is anymore to Star Wars, so I kind of have to wait and see what does that mean.
No, I mean Lucasfilm hates Jedi. That's a fact. After the Acolyte, it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
he,
honestly, like if he's relying on his charm and the Force, honestly, I feel like that's creative enough to be different than like another lightsaber user.
yeah, that's true. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully they will do something different because my thing is they have Dave Filoni and John Favreau in charge, and they're not
Yeah,
really good at it. Sorry for people who heard this, but we do not like them.
yeah. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, what do you think of this trailer?
well, I can't say I don't understand anything. I understand. I at least understand what's the plot gonna be about, unlike the Acolyte trailer. And
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would want more about the characters and stuff. Oh, they're kids. Like how are their individual personality and stuff? How do they interact with each other? Because those are the fun when it comes to the 80s show. Like E.T. There's a lot of fun banters between the characters.
yeah, yeah. I appreciate they gave us one alien kid. I know it's very small, but like we've just kind of it's good to have an alien protagonist here and there from time to time. That doesn't at least an alien that doesn't look human, not like Ahsoka, for example. I don't know. That's
Mhm.
just been like a common complaint for some people, and I do kind of understand. Star Wars is a vast universe, You can have alien protagonists here and there. It's all right. So I
Yeah,
appreciate that. I do think I do think Ryan is going to get the like kind of like a leading perspective because
yeah,
of her star power,
yeah,
which I'm fine with.
yeah. Her character name is Fran, Fern.
Fern, Wim, Fern, KB, and Neil. Um, so yeah, and then looks like they're friends with Nick Frost, SM-33, the droid, and then Jude Law. I guess Carrie Condon is their teacher, so that's cool.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
just
I'm pretty
yeah,
interested in what's going
yeah.
on.
Most episode will be written by Christopher Ford and John Watts. Christopher Ford, who wrote Homecoming.
Yeah, we're fans of it, so
Yeah, we like the MCU Spider-Man. I
I
mean,
it says he wrote Chaos Walking. I don't really think it's all on that guy because there's so many people who worked on that film, so I
yeah,
feel like it was just a matter of it just ended up in my hands at this point.
yeah. I don't know that. I think the movie's in like production hell for quite a while, so we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess my final comments on it is like basically what I've said from the beginning. Like I feel like Skeleton Crew is a step in a it seems like a step in the right direction in the sense of like something simple, something like at least tangible. Now obviously there could always be like a world ending plot or universe ending plot somewhere and we just didn't see it in the trailer. Um I don't think that's going to be the case.
To be fair, I that's not the case in the Acolyte, and they fucked it up even worse than Ahsoka
Yeah.
somehow.
And honestly, I feel like this is it doesn't seem like it's relying on previous characters that we've seen before. Something like that. Even the acolyte ended up doing that despite being uh what was it, 80 years in the past or something.
To be honest, there's always a chance because the Acolyte also promised that we're not gonna bring in nostalgia character, and they bring in three of them.
That's true.
So don't never
And
take
this
the word.
is
I'll
this is
say that
post like Return of the Jedi.
yeah, they can always bring in Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Leia,
Yeah.
another yeah. But and just to be clear, and just so you know, never trust the word of Lucasfilm.
Yeah, yeah. I will just say like as of right now, I feel pretty good. I'm at least interested because it seems like small and I
I
really think Star Wars needed this.
I think there's an interesting premise here. So there's that. I mean, there's a clear plot. So I don't hate it. I mean, there's some interest. There's some interest in the premise. Of course, there's also depends on the execution.
Yeah.
How many episodes are there? Is this like 8 of them?
Um
Yeah, 8 episodes.
8 episodes, okay.
Eh,
They would have said it if they're doing 2 episodes on the first day or something.
I'm not sure because they um
Usually they
uh
put that in the trailer itself, like first 2 episodes drop on December 3rd, but it didn't say that.
no, I just think the
Is it 6 episodes?
no 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
No,
Okay.
I think they only dropping it one at a time. So
Interesting. Yeah. It says Christopher Ford and John Watts are doing all episodes except for episode 5 and 6, which are
written
going
by
to be written by Myung Jo Wessner.
reading her credits. She only has one credit beforehand. I never seen this show, so I could not judge it. It's called Death and the Other Details.
I can't comment on it either. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that was our reaction to the Skeleton Crew trailer. Be sure to subscribe to our channels, Red Devilos Reviews and Unity Review and Analysis. Subscribe to Another Review Score podcast. Check out all of our links in the description down below. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.